Hi, this is Coach Adam here again. In this video coaching session, I'm talking to a client of mine on how I've helped him overcome the pains, the struggles of coming out of a relationship, a 5-year relationship, and now I'm helping him get his body and confidence back.
You know, before I met you, I was doing negative things. I was taking Adderall for work. I was doing escapisms and smoking pot and other things. And you compound that and it doesn't lead to great feelings or great outcomes. And you're in a fog.
What's going on in your personal life since you started the program and after the breakup?
I would say that I just definitely got more confidence for sure. I feel like I'm slowly, like we've talked about, getting my swagger back a little bit. You know, it kind of goes in hand with like having this discipline and this cadence of, you know, like you're working out, you're pushing yourself. It leads to positivity. I don't know if it's like releasing endorphins, and I feel like now I'm getting to a point of like more clarity. I'm doing things at work that I usually don't do in a positive way, like picking up the phone and calling people I don't know and just taking positive chance.
Yeah. All right. So tell me how the workouts are going and tell me what's going on in your personal life since you started the program.
The workouts are going well. I really pushed myself on the reps. But I did have a learning opportunity this week. So I had to, it's not an excuse, it's just life, right? So I had to pass my my life insurance and my accident and health insurance exam, 2 different exams. I was going to reschedule it. They didn't allow me to. So I had to really knuckle down. And like at 33 years old, it's tough to study. So I got that out of the way. I actually passed, and I didn't think I was going to pass, honestly. And what came along with that is like you sacrifice time. So then you make up the debt, right? And I learned when you push and do the reps, those extra reps, I don't want to say it's impossible, but it's like almost impossible to go back to back, meaning like 2 days in a row. So, you know, like if I miss a day, I'm not going to miss it because I'm going to make it up, right? That's just how I am. So I went to go make up the day, and it was difficult. I couldn't get through all of the lunges. I had to dial back the lunges, and like that kind of bothered me. And then it was a reminder of like why we have a regimented program. Frankly, that was a learning opportunity. There's a reason that you have a set schedule and that you put a schedule in front of us. It's like I said, you don't make excuses. You do the best that you can. So I pushed myself to get through what I could get through, and you know that was that. And it was, you know, kind of a big week passing those tests and getting them out of the way at work because I was one of the first people to do it. So yeah, that's kind of like the week that we've had.
Yeah. Well, you know, most people suffer with their body, weight loss, working out, building muscle, getting their confidence back, whatever the physical challenge or goal be, is because they simply just do not understand or have the knowledge gap on what it actually takes. And working out is a skill set. Keeping your body in shape consistently, sustainably while you handle life challenges like relationships, like your career, like breakups, like divorces, like kids, when you get to that level of familyhood, it takes a skill set. What a 24-year-old does in the gym, a 44-year-old with 2 kids, that program is not going to help for them for a variety of reasons. So it takes a constant progression where the average person who scrolls on Instagram thinks that guy did 50 pull-ups with a 50-pound dumbbell attached. I should be doing the same thing. Meanwhile, I work in IT, sit behind a desk, I haven't lifted a weight in my entire life, don't know how to sustainably put a routine in my schedule and follow it, and I've got 3 kids and a wife at home. You see that the huge knowledge gap between the 2 specimens, the 2 individuals, right? So it's a skill set. What's going on in your personal life since you started the program and after the breakup?
I would say that I just definitely got more confidence for sure. I feel like I'm slowly, like we've talked about, getting my swagger back a little bit. It kind of goes in hand with like having this discipline and this cadence of like you're working out, you're pushing yourself. It leads to positivity. I don't know if it's like releasing endorphins, but you go from, you know, work where you push yourself. Then I told you that I've really had to adjust my schedule. So the last 3 weeks, I've been commuting, which means I've been waking up at 4:30 in the morning. So I can't really, there's really no time to work out before work. So then you get home at 7 o'clock at night, and it's like, all right, you got to still get it in. So no excuses. You get the workout in. And then, you know, you're trying to find time socially because, you know, we all need human connection in some form, even though like we want to be independent and all those things, like we still yearn for connection. We're humans, right? So really trying to push myself to go out, and, kind of like go on dates because, again, like at 33 years old, like you see a lot of your friends like getting married, having kids and all these things. And, we all have different goals. And, I would like to have a family at some point.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to like fit everything in and keep myself busy. Like today, you asked what's going on socially. Like I usually would make an excuse not to go. I got invited to go play golf at a really prestigious club, and I would probably typically find an excuse because it's 2.5 hours away from where I'm commuting from. Right. That's why I'm in a hotel room, because you just find ways to say yes. Right. So I went out on this date last night in New York. I'm not going to go all the way back to the Jersey Shore, right? And then get up and then drive 2.5 hours in the same direction. So it's like, all right, let's get a hotel room. You pass these tests, you're working out, like, live a little, treat yourself. So I got a hotel room, and now I'm going to go play golf in a few hours.
Yeah. Well, this is a very important point that you just touched on. And as a coach, I always get people coming to me after life challenges, life problems. A lot of them are where they've come after a divorce, or they've come after a breakup, or whether they're trying to get married, or whether they're overweight, have a rice for a bag of belly in their stomach, and having back problems and can't perform at work, or have the energy to perform at work, or they can't perform in their personal life in bed. And whatever life challenge they've got, it's very, very rewarding to know that a mindset combined with a fitness program that combines exercise, accountability, sustainable routine, responsibility. You take responsibility for your actions and your success, right, under the supervision of a coach. That's the secret winning point, the magic maker to actually get someone to becoming a better version of themselves. Now, why does actually working out and a mindset program do that? Why does it do that?
I think it's because of the discipline and accountability piece. I always, I try to dumb it down and make it stupid simple. I think that like when you do positive things and you compound those positive choices, like it leads to better outcomes. So like a week ago, we were talking about, before I met you, I was doing negative things. I was taking Adderall for work. I was doing escapisms and smoking pot and other things. And you compound that, doesn't lead to great feelings or great outcomes, and you're in a fog. And I feel like now I'm getting to a point of like more clarity, doing things at work that I usually don't do in a positive way, like picking up the phone and calling people I don't know, and just taking positive chance.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, the way I actually was having a conversation during a coaching session with someone else, and the way I explained it to her is, what are your controllables and what are your non-controllables? Right? So I'll start with a non-controllable. A non-controllable is I can't control how my spouse, my girlfriend, my boss, my coworker, or a date, or a situation in life, i.e. COVID, how they're going to show up. I can't control that, right? Because you're dealing with their issues. What am I controllable? So let's talk about the right side. The right side is I can control whether I respect myself. So i.e. do I take care of my body, my health, my personal growth, my mindset? Do I feel confident that I'm heading in the right direction of pursuing what my desires or my goals are, right? I like to use the word desire versus a goal. My desire is to achieve this in life. My desire is to have a family, like you said. My desire is to have a great body, strong, fit, so I feel energetic and confident in my clothes. Right? Because if you have a shitty body, you're not going to get really far in life. I mean, that's the first thing you need. That's like a house that will soul your mind and your soul. So if your house is not in shape, you're screwed.
Right.
So that's the controllable. Now, the biggest challenge for human beings, for us, is to identify, did I handle my controllables? And can I accept I have no control over my non-controllables? And am I true that I don't have control over my non-controllables? Am I actually being honest with myself? Because what that will take is vulnerability. You have to be completely authentic and honest with yourself and say, A, I can't control that, or I actually fucked up, pardon my French. So if I can't control that, I have to be at peace with it and continue my path, my control, i.e. develop your body, develop your strength, develop your confidence, and pursue your desires continually.
Right.
But if I did fuck up, what did I learn from it? And how do I fix my portion of it? So A, what did I learn? Which is a mother father, right? Because learning and accepting you messed up.
Terrible feeling. Very painful.
Because
That's like first started talking to each other, that's what I was going through.
Yeah, because I can't undo time. But I have a firm belief. I don't know if a lot of other people believe in it, but I have a firm belief that the universe sends you people, events, and situations as an opportunity and a blessing to strengthen your weaknesses. So if I genuinely fucked up, I have to authentically become vulnerable with myself, which takes a lot of strength. I mean, that vulnerability is going to take a lot of muscle, you know? And I have to say, I fucked up, I own my mistakes. But I only have one option, to learn and move forward.
Right.
And that is hard as hell, because that takes a real champion. You got to take your shots and your hits, like the movie Rocky Balboa, where life is going to get everyone, and it's going to beat you if you stay down and you let it. But can you say, I'm responsible?
Right.
Now I've got to move forward. So there you heard it. Now, if you're someone that's going through the same or similar challenges, struggles with your body, your mindset after a relationship, go to my website at the bottom, ownyourfitness.net, fill out a strategy request form, and we'll set up a time to discuss what you need to do to get your body and confidence back. Until next time, this is Coach Adam.